Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that this video is going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine. As you can see, Kisumu is fantastic. And maybe you could also let me know where you're watching the video from, the county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. Ladies and gentlemen, Raila Odinga and Musalia Mudavadi, the Prime Cabinet Secretary for the Republic of Kenya, today issued a joint statement on the status of Kenya's bid for the African Union Commission chairmanship.
And Cabinet Secretary for Foreign and Diaspora Affairs, His Excellency Dr. Musalia Mudavadi, and His Excellency Right Honorable Raila Odinga, former Prime Minister of the Republic. Asante.
No, I mean, I'm a Kenyan, and as I mentioned, nobody has asked me. The Kenya government did not ask me. I made a decision myself that I want to offer myself to serve the continent. And as you know, you cannot run for this position without being sponsored by your country. Your candidature is not valid until your country has said yes. So I was myself pleasantly surprised that the Kenya government said they would support me. I was expecting them to say no. I don't know the reason why they said yes. That is their own decision, it's not mine.
I will tell you why we said yes. We said yes because Raila is competent. Yes. And we are looking at Kenya's national interests and Africa's national interests. So this is not about our local issues. And we do not want, and we really want to get the Fourth Estate to help us to project the national interests of Kenya, because it would be a first for Kenya. And it would be an opportunity for Kenya to offer leadership to the African Union. And Raila Odinga has got the requisite experience. As I said in another forum, he has seen both hot and cold. And Africa is beaming with both hot and cold. And Raila is required on the African continent.
And because in politics nothing happens out of mere coincidence, and that everything in politics is normally well planned, well scripted, and executed to achieve a specific political objectives, I want us to try and figure out the political objectives that this statement was supposed to achieve. Because for those who keenly followed the entire event, from yesterday, Musalia Mudavadi's office was eagerly awaiting for this particular day. And of course, two things were also very clear. The first thing which was very clear is the fact that Raila Odinga went to that meeting minus other Azimio core principles. That is significant because let us wait for the way they will react. But I would have expected, for example, Raila Odinga to be accompanied, let's say, by Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, who is a former Foreign Affairs Minister for the Republic of Kenya and a former Vice President. Not all Azimio principles. So I expected at least one of them to represent Azimio. The other thing which was also very clear is the fact that this event took place at Musalia Mudavadi's office, not Raila Odinga's office. Again, what were they trying to communicate by holding this event in Musalia Mudavadi's office? And of course, I want you to watch this video very closely. The way Raila Odinga was received, how Musalia Mudavadi organized the entire thing, and even the level of the reception that was accorded Raila Odinga.
Salam.
Hey, what a minute. How are you, sir? Good. Yeah, karibu. Nice to see you. Thank you. Good. Welcome.
So in this video, I want us to do that critical analysis. But before we do it, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive in. But before I dive in, allow me to also take this opportunity to thank the following people. You are seeing their names on the screen there for the coffee which they sent to me earlier today. You can also do the same using the numbers you are seeing on your screen. A cup of coffee only goes for 200 bob, but you can do more. Ladies and gentlemen, let us dive in. What do you think was the main objective of this whole event? What was the main objective? Yesterday, the Prime Cabinet Secretary's office issued this statement, media invite, joint press briefing by the Prime Cabinet Secretary and Cabinet Secretary for Foreign Affairs and Diaspora Affairs, His Excellency Dr. Musalia Mudavadi, EGH, and former Prime Minister Right Honorable Raila Odinga. Subject: update on the status of Kenya's candidacy for the African Union Commission chairmanship. Date, there, venue, office of the Prime Cabinet Secretary and the Cabinet Secretary for Foreign and Diaspora Affairs, Kenya Railways Headquarters, off Haile Selassie Avenue. Now, that was Musalia Mudavadi's office, which means this event was a huge event for Musalia Mudavadi. As a matter of fact, if you watched closely the video which I played for you guys, when Raila Odinga arrived there, he was received well. And when Mudavadi was greeting Raila Odinga, how did he refer to Raila Odinga? He called Raila Odinga Ward Mary. I hope you also noted that. Listen in.
Ward Mary. How are you, sir? Good. Yeah, karibu. Nice to see you. Thank you. Good. Welcome.
Ward Mary. Okay? Another important thing is the fact that Raila Odinga also spoke with Musalia Mudavadi using mother tongue, the Luo. And if there's one thing you can't dispute, is that Raila Odinga still has preference for Musalia Mudavadi. That is the fact. Just like Uhuru Kenyatta had preference for Musalia Mudavadi, just like William Ruto also has preference for Musalia Mudavadi. That is the honest truth. In fact, the differences between William Ruto and Raila Odinga started because Raila Odinga preferred Musalia Mudavadi to William Ruto after the 2007 election. But let us not go into that for now. For now, let us focus on the objectives. For me, the first objective was about Raila Odinga's bid for becoming the chair of the African Union Commission. So I think the government of Kenya wanted now to start owning Raila Odinga's bid. Moving forward, Raila Odinga's campaigns will be heavily funded by the government. And the truth is, even his security has been increased. That's why I played for you that particular clip. When Raila Odinga was coming in, I saw enhanced security for Raila Odinga. And I'm told, from now moving on, even Raila Odinga's office is going to be enhanced a bit. His staff going to be enhanced. His secretariat is going to be fully funded by the government. And that's why Raila Odinga was very clear that for him to run, he needed the endorsement of Kenya government, which means without Kenya government, his bid cannot be accepted. And that can explain why the choice of Musalia Mudavadi's office, so that it appears as if it is Raila who went to the government and now the government took over, as compared to if it was the other way around, Raila Odinga, Musalia Mudavadi going to Raila Odinga's office. It would have appeared as if it was just a courtesy call. So the main objective of this visit was now for the government to actually own Raila Odinga's bid. I don't know how Rigathi Gachagua is feeling.
Ama mnataka nimkubalie? Nimkubalie akaribia rais? Sasa mimi naenda Colombia kutafuta soko ya kahawa, alafu nipite Cuba. Lakini nimepanga. Hiyo ikulu nimeweka mitego kila kona, kila pale. Kila mahali nimeweka na niko na watu wa kunipigia simu. Wakionekana tu karibu naambiwa. Kwa sababu
now let us now shift the gears to the political objectives of that visit. The first objective of the visit is that Musalia Mudavadi, as Musalia Mudavadi, mwana wa Hana, wanted to assume the face of Raila Odinga's campaign. And why do you think Musalia Mudavadi wants to assume that face? The truth is, Raila Odinga is going to the African Union Commission. Most of Raila Odinga supporters believe that Raila Odinga will go to African Union Commission. Then, towards the end, he will come back into the country and contest for the presidency of the Republic of Kenya against William Ruto. For Kenya Kwanza, they believe that Raila Odinga will go to the AU, and because his bid is supported by the government, which the government is doing fully, he's going to succeed. And by the time of the next election, Raila Odinga will be out of the picture. And because they believe that Raila Odinga is the only threat, they believe that should Raila Odinga go, then they will be able to actually win the support of most of Raila Odinga supporters, even if Raila Odinga will not support them. But for someone like Mudavadi, who has made it very clear that for him, his interest is not 2027. His political interest is 2032. He believes that if Raila Odinga were to win, then the chances of Raila Odinga maybe supporting him in 2032 are going to be high. That is it. He wants to take that face. Because remember, in the eyes of Raila Odinga supporters, Musalia Mudavadi is rated lowly. Why? He never turned up for the swearing in. Musalia Mudavadi also dumped Raila Odinga when Raila Odinga really needed him. The truth is, if Musalia Mudavadi had stuck with Raila Odinga, it was going to be very difficult for William Ruto to even steal. So that's number one. Mudavadi wants to assume the face of that campaign for 2027 campaigns. Number two, and this is something which someone told me long time ago, that Musalia Mudavadi has always wanted Raila Odinga to visit his office, to give that office legitimacy. Remember, the office of the Prime Cabinet Secretary is not in our constitution. The NADCO report is the one which is trying to align it with our constitution. And William Ruto, in his own wisdom, decided now to give Musalia Mudavadi a cabinet position, which is now the cabinet secretary for foreign affairs. Now, at least for Musalia Mudavadi, he's the minister for foreign affairs. But the bigger ministry or the bigger position is the position of the prime cabinet secretary. Raila Odinga is a former prime minister. So by Raila Odinga going to prime cabinet secretary's office, Mudavadi got that legitimacy. So that's number 2, which is very important. In fact, someone was telling me that was the main reason why Musalia Mudavadi was praying that the event takes place there. Number 3, this is, in my view, is also a coded message. Coded message to one man called Rigathi Gachagua. And I'm seeing the hands of William Ruto. They want to send a coded message to Rigathi Gachagua that, gentlemen, as much as you want to run away, as much as you want to do whatever you are doing, the country is moving on. Raila Odinga is coming into the picture. Raila is actually coming into the picture. And he was unveiled. Very, very important. Coded message to Rigathi Gachagua. Number 4, which is my last point, is that today marks the official beginning of Raila Odinga's engagement with the government. If there's anyone who still doubted the handshake, that William Ruto and Raila Odinga had handshakes somewhere in Mombasa a long time ago, please, today confirmed that that handshake took place. Today is the day Raila Odinga will start working with the government officially. I don't know what you think, but that's my take. Until next time, this is Lee Makwiny. Bye-bye.